Let's do this. Oh, we go, but I feel like Hodge twin right now, boy. I feel like the Hodge twins right now. I'm trying to go and buck this boy for some space. Give me some space.
Give me some room.
Hey, it's your damn boy, boy.
Yeah.
It's Ron for James. I got my damn boy right here. Introduce yourself, boy.
Kenton, also known as KC.
And listen, we got a crazy video for you right now. We got a crazy video for you right now.
See, this is why he wanted us to move. We get all kind of...
Man, hey, oh, we got some... Oh, you see, wait. They can't see you. They can't see you, but they're looking from inside the club. We outside the club, you see?
Oh, my God.
Listen, hey, Kenton got some serious things to tell you right now. You know what we talking about today? We talking about all kind of different limitations. And I mean, being in the Bahamas and always, you know, basically a developing country, we ain't got the facilities necessary to deal with our limitations, but we resourceful. We resilient.
Yeah.
And the reason why we be the way we is because of fellas like Kenton right here. But Kenton, let people know. Even though if you see this, but I mean, go and flex from a little bit, you know, Kenton, man. I mean, I know you all see the B-roll. I know you all see the B-roll.
They can see all that.
Yeah. They need to go and see all the rest of that. But Kenton,
Through the smoke, through the ash, through the flames, and it burns like a fire in my veins. In the end, you remember my name. Remember my name.
rest of that. But Kenton, let these fellas know. Let them fellas abroad and even home, because a lot of people at home don't even know, hey, boy.
No, they don't.
Boy,
They don't.
let
If
them
you
know
don't-
who
if you
training
don't
them,
follow
boy.
me on Facebook and Instagram, you wouldn't know. So, basically a little backstory of me. I was diagnosed with sickle cell anemia at the age of 3. The doctors pretty much had a hand in raising me. The hospital was my second home. You know, my doctor, you know, I don't take no credit away because he's doing his job. You know, he always tried to tell me, take it easy, you don't want nothing to flare up. I say, nah, forget all that. And I started my fitness journey at 16, and I've been going ever since. When I first started, it was rough because I didn't really understand what triggers a crisis, or I wasn't really taking care of my body, so I would be going in the gym like 3 times a week, and I would be going hard. I wasn't even training different body parts on different days. I'd be doing full body workouts 3 times a week, and then so I'll go Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So I go Monday, Tuesday in the hospital, go Wednesday, Thursday in the hospital, because I wasn't understanding exactly how sickle cell worked. And then as I got older, you know, I understood over and over. I was determined that this wasn't going to limit me in my endeavors in life if I want to work out. I started working out because I was tired of being skinny. I was tired of being small, and I also wanted to prove to myself and to the world that sickle cell ain't a limitation. And so I was determined to make that happen, make that a reality. And every day, every year, I got better. I researched, I understood more, I understood what triggered it, so I did things to prevent it. I don't look at myself as a cripple or a handicap. I don't even say to people that, hey, I was diagnosed with this illness. I just be like, I just tell them I'm different. So with a sickle cell person example, a sickle cell person, they get tired or they get cold quicker than the average person. So in a day like this, it's a little cool, but it ain't enough to really wear a jacket. But if I'm feeling cold, I would wear a jacket. Guys would look at me like, why you ain't that serious? I'm like, chill, I'm cold. You may not be cold, I'm cold. You understand? So when I started developing that mindset that I'm just different, I know I took sickle cell out of the picture. I'm just different. I'm Kenton. My body reacts to the cold differently than you, or my body reacts to certain things differently than you. I drink this amount of water on a daily basis because I am different. I just love water. You don't need to know why I drink this much water. You know, so yeah, that's basically my story. Talk to me.
My boy, I just want to know, what could you tell people? I mean, we got all kind of people watching right now that might have their own limitations stopping them from getting where they is. I mean, we ain't on no motivational thing right now, but coming from another Bahamian, we just do things differently, you see? I mean, we don't give up. We got hurricanes and natural disasters, but we gotta persevere.
Yeah.
You know, our houses is blow away, but we persevere. So I mean, we understand what it is to have struggles and overcome them. So I mean, what could you tell people who might be trying to work out and might have like, you know, a bad leg? Like I know I mess myself up when I fighting. What could you tell people right now that they could do today that'll actually get them past their obstacles?
Everything begins with the mind. All right, everything begins with the mind. So once you first get your mind in alignment, your body will follow. So much so, the mind is so powerful to the point that if you stub your toe or you mash your finger in the door, there's actually a 3 to 5 second delay before you actually feel that pain, because the message wasn't sent to the brain yet that you stubbed your toe. So once you gear your mind, because basically the body could withstand anything, almost anything. It's that mind that can't. So once you gear your mind in and say, hey, whatever limitation I got, it ain't a limitation. I'm gonna overcome this limitation, then you do that. The second thing would be, after you get your mind right, you study and you research on what it is that is hindering you, or think that it's hindering you. So if you have a bad leg or an injury, you research, go to your doctor or go online and see what's the reason you have this bad leg and how can you treat this. All right, and then once you do that, you go along with the procedures. So if working out hard and working out rigorously is going to affect this leg in a negative way, then start off light until you strengthen the bones, until you strengthen the muscles to the point where you could get to from a level 1 to level 10. And then again, back to that mind. Don't let no one ever tell you that you can't do something. Don't even let yourself tell you can't do something. You know, because impossible is nothing. I love that slogan. I think that's from a well-known clothing company. I don't want to advertise no one, so yeah.
Alright, but one more thing, right? I mean, I want you to go and get real with this. What is one thing, like what's the lowest point in your life that you could think of right now at this moment? Like any of the lowest moments that you've ever had, like pertaining to sickle cell, or even pertaining to something outside sickle cell. You know, just what's the lowest moment that you ever had? And like give us like, you know, basically a play-by-play of that.
There was two different, I think there was 3, but I can remember well there was 2 different occasions where I wanted God to take me out. Like, I wanted to commit suicide, but I didn't because of the complications behind that. That's a different story. But there was a time where I had a severe crisis, and I was on a church floor, a prayer grotto to be exact. I was on that floor just hollering, God, take me now, because I had pain everywhere, from my head to my toes.
You going to PMH or anything on this?
I went to PMH and then I left because I told the guy, the nurse that was treating me, I'm having a crisis. This dude didn't take that into consideration. He was so harsh with it when he was sticking me, because people with sickle cell, you understand that at the time with me, my veins were small, so it's hard to get a line to get blood because your veins small, especially if you get experiencing a crisis. So this dude couldn't get no blood So every time he took the needle out, he takes it out, he yanks it out, and it hurt. So on top of that, I said, you know what, I ain't into this. I leave it. And that's when the pain was on a level of maybe 5, I would say. So when I left with my father, we went to our church because it was happening on the Sunday. You know, I said, you know what, let me get prayed for. You know, let God do His thing. Then I ended up in the prayer grotto, and I was on the floor, just hollering, screaming, take me now, take me now. My girlfriend at the time, she was in the front. Like she actually told me afterwards. Every time I told God to take me now, she would say, "No, God, don't listen to him." You know.
She was the girls.
Yeah. So, but that was one time, and there was another time earlier before that. I was out of it, and I said, "Mom," I told my father. He was at my bedside. I don't want to go through this anymore. I want to go. And he thought I meant go home. No, I want to leave this earth. So I remember he told me, I'll never forget. He said, what you go through or what you're going through is not for you. It's for someone out there that needs it. You don't ever go through things for you per se. You go through things to be a testimony to others. And he said that people are out there waiting for me and they don't even know it yet. Now, I ain't saying not to be arrogant, but what if he's right? What if there are people out there waiting for someone like me to encourage them or inspire them that, hey, this ain't a limitation, let's go. Or you ain't the only one going through this. I've been through it too. This is how you overcome it.
Boy, Kenton, boy. Thank you, my brother.
It was a
Hey,
pleasure.
you all gotta go and watch Kenton. He on YouTube too. I can put the link down in the description. And hey, this has been Foreign Man in the Foreign Land. I'm Ranford James. This is Kenton. Peace.